Good evening. Welcome to the Town of Cicero Planning Board meeting. Would you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Jim, would you lead us off, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty.
Thank you. First order of business is the approval of our July 1st minutes. Any questions or comments? Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
And do we have a second?
Second.
Jim,
Yes.
Chuck,
Yes.
Mary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
and I vote yes. Minutes have been approved. Now we will open the meeting to public comment. If there's anybody in the audience that would like to address the board on any active application, you can do so now. Given nobody's approach, we'll close the public input and move on to the first agenda item. This is a continuation of a site plan review for a proposed building and parking lot addition, Central New York Golf Shop and Range. Property address 8457 Brewerton Road.
Good evening, Tim Coyer, Iannuzzi and Romans Land Surveying. I have some smaller prints if anybody wants them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You. I have prints of the architectural as well. We went through and we addressed pretty much everything that we could address as far as the site plan, Mark's comments. And some of the design review comments from the architects. We got the architect comments. Not in time to have our architect redraw these to address all of the items on there, so I didn't know all of that. So those items, as far as building comments, we haven't been able to get addressed just yet, but we addressed everything else as far as getting rid of the curb stop. We added a 5x5 concrete pad at the ingress egress points of the new addition. We didn't have an option of really moving the dumpster, so we added some landscaping around the dumpster to try to block it and screen it. And we are now proposing paper birch for the four bunches in the daily lilies. So in the curb islands, we added some trees in there per that comment request. We did finally today get comments from the county DOT. Literally this afternoon. The state Department of Transportation requires the applicant to submit plans to the department and make sure we ensure any mitigation is in place. We will do that. We already contacted DOT early in the process. They would recommend that we remove one of the entrances. If that's something that they force us to do, we will do it. That's not the end of the world, but we're hoping that we can keep both entrances. The other comment from Onondaga County was to contact Aquep about the easement in the front. We did contact Aquep right in the beginning of this because I didn't think we could do anything in the easement and I thought it was gonna be a problem. And they said we were fine as far as parking and asphalt in the easement. So that's why we proposed what we proposed. But for some reason, when they issued these comments, they put that on there, but we don't have a problem, getting rid of the one set of parking on the west side that technically parking in the easement. If that's something that the board wants us to do or thinks is a mitigating factor for Aqua, but we do have another call/email to them to just get our original conversation ratified in an email, because they originally said that we could park in the easement.
Their wording says we need to ensure.
Yeah.
So I think we would want something from Aqua saying that it's.
Okay.
Okay.
The only question I would have is if we get rid of these parking spots, that the only area that we're parking in the easement are here. If we got rid of them, is that something that the board would be consider as satisfactory as their comments?
I think it would come down to whether or not you could justify having enough parking spots without them. The county would probably say it's okay, right?
Taking out the parking spots, yes.
Or go ahead and encroaching on the easement.
We're hoping that the county would say it's okay, like
Because they told you that verbally?
They told us verbally originally, but if we could somehow get a conceptual approval tonight, we would be willing to say that we're gonna get rid of these parking spaces to satisfy that comment as far as the county comments.
Are you comfortable parking spot wise without them?
She originally said they were comfortable with 30. We threw it out to 50 just to get as many as possible for any type of overlap, but we now would have 37 if we remove those parking spots.
Didn't you actually decide to keep the ones that were there for the putt-putt? Originally, those were gonna go away?
No, those we kept because when we removed the putt-putt and we removed the tarvia, that left us enough ample spaces for 12 with the island, or excuse me, 10 with the island, and that's more than ample enough, because if we didn't have the ones facing Route 11, if we just had the 37, we only usually have maybe 10 people at the most in the old shop at a time. They're going in and out. They might be shopping, they're going in and out to the range. And then the new building, we would only have probably at the most 20. But that's if every simulator was being used, the lounge was being utilized, the chipping and putting area, there's only 2 people there at a time. So really 30 is all the capacity we would have at one set time.
How many employees?
Excuse me?
How many employees?
Just me and the officer.
So 32.
Yeah.
And without these spots, you're saying how many?
So there's 37 without these spots. We have
Spacing.
47 total proposed right now.
We were just giving extra in case there was an overlap of people, like, say, 2 people or 4 people are on the Sims. The people came early for their appointment because we're gonna have leagues and time set up specifically. If they came early and they parked to wait prior to their time schedule, then we thought, oh, let's give a lot more parking just in case. But with the 30 and our 2 for the employees, really 5 more would be acceptable if somebody did come early, or there were 2 carloads of people. But there will never really be 30 in both buildings at once. It's always like an in and out variation. That they walk through, they pay, they go and hit on the range. Maybe you'll have a few people in there to buy golf equipment. In the new building, you might only have 2 Sims running in the beginning till we get the 3rd, which will be a few months down the road. And you'd only have 2 in the lounge and maybe 10 people, 2 in the putting and chipping and 10 people in the lounge. So there's never really gonna be maybe even 20 in the building at one time. 30 is like the most that it would ever be at one set, half an hour interval.
So it sounds like you have a number of,
I have
enough
we
number of
have
spots
way more
without-
than enough, yeah.
unless impervious surface is better.
That would be good and less costly, so that would be.
That's good.
So good for us. And, more work to have it. We don't mind keeping the landscaping, keeping it pristine and beautiful, but to not have it would save money. It would be less area that we have to deal with for cleanup, for snow removal, and there's a lot of reasons why I'm 100% okay with not having those spots, which would appease, the county.
So are you suggesting that that's the way you would want to go?
If there's a possibility for conceptual approval, and with the idea that we're removing these to satisfy the one county comment that from Aquep, as far as satisfying that county comment, then we would be willing to do that. If not, if we have to wait for some type of something in writing from the county for the parking spaces and all that, then we might keep them type of thing, because we'd have to come back and with the county comments. All we are trying to do is hopefully wrap this up tonight. Satisfied both comments as far as the county referral that we just got today. That was, and again, we're just coming up with this today because we just got the comments.
Yep.
So that was our rebuttal to their comment, or to try to satisfy that comment.
So if we say we're good with removing those spots, that's the way you would go.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
These flies are driving me crazy.
2 months.
Neil, what are your thoughts on making that condition approval? So we can do that. Mark, did you have thoughts on the necessity of those spots?
I mean, what they're describing, that they don't seem to be
required, so.
Yeah, I agree. Board members, any other thoughts or questions on this particular item? Parking? All right. Did you have more presentation?
No, I summed it up.
So you mentioned the architectural
Yep.
comments.
Yep. We don't have a problem, addressing all of them and getting, them, given the architect making the architect review satisfactory to his standards. We just didn't physically have time to get the new prints over to them.
She
If-
just gave a second revision, which she just tied up for this meeting. And then I asked her to squeeze in a little bit more, but it's a lot of work, you know, to do the drawing. So she said, well, I can get them to you right after the meeting as quick as possible, but it was a lot on her to just put a few little details in. But whatever they recommend, we can 100% do.
One of them is the fact that the building's over 60 feet and it needs a jog in it.
Yep, we were either gonna do that with a jog or, with some type of, facade addition to show a jog.
I'm not sure council would allow us to make that condition.
Okay,
I don't think do something,
okay.
and we have what to, you know, to go back and enforce it. You have that picture, don't have actually it's supposed to look. That's your goal.
Gotcha.
So the sign isn't enough then, sir, the sign, to offset the building.
That you are going to go back after the fact and you're gonna say, okay, we're gonna make these changes to comply with the architectural review. Those changes should be, you know, viewed by the board and go into the decision making. Right now, you're not giving them anything that can go into the decision making because it's not there.
The sign's not enough for the offset, no.
It's not enough, no. So if we say that we can make a 12-foot offset, you know, at the 60-foot mark, that we can
2
do
foot.
that.
Just had to be 2 foot.
Oh, 2 foot at the
Yes.
60-foot mark, if we can do that, 100% we know we can. Can it be conditional on the drawing from her showing that we can do that?
No,
Oh,
that's what council's saying. We would need the drawing in order to go forward on that one.
on that spot.
Okay. So we gotta wait for the architecturals.
Oh. That's our only,
That's the only thing we're
The
waiting.
actual sign, you're getting the permit from the zoning off, from the codes office.
Yeah, we're gonna do the sign, they're gonna do the sign permitting separately with the codes office, yep.
We'll open it to questions. Jim?
The only thing I had was, what's the issue with the dumpster? That it can't be moved?
Well,
or-
you'd have to put the dump. He wanted the dumpster moved like
Hmm.
somewhere in the
No.
back or someplace
it's-
off.
to do that.
So then you're gonna have to have a drive lane into the back and then you got all this is where the driving
Oh.
range is.
Come around, because like if you come around the new building and the old building where they continue, that's a chipping and putting area south in the grass. And then you walk past that 10
Over here.
feet and you're on grass hitting area. And then you have the range where you hit off the mats. So really, there's no way to shove it where it would be look good or smell good, or if there's people, you know, it would be in their way. So I figured if it's off on the very end of the parking lot, it's kind of out of the way of everything, safer. The dumpster guy can drive in, not be in the way of the people parking, pick up the load and go out right against the parking. And we have it in vinyl sided, you know, all enclosed in vinyl siding with a door with a lock. And they had said that they wanted it to look more hidden. So then we thought if we put the medium bushes around it, that would look beautiful against the white vinyl and it would offset it a little bit. So we figured if we could make it look pretty, hopefully it would be enough, because there's really nowhere to put it where it would be safe or, you know, not in the way.
Over in here.
You could. The only thing is now you're,
I mean, you gotta turn around here regardless, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you're not gonna come in and then back all the way out.
I guess you're saying
Right.
just do like more pavement like this.
Yeah, do more pavement and get it back here. I mean, again, it is very visible. It's also, I'm looking here and it's within the sewer easement. But
Yeah.
You kinda got a permanent structure. in the sewer easement, which,
Oh, I guess I didn't consider that a permanent structure, but
well, I mean, it's concrete, it's
It's
fence,
On
it's,
gravel. Does that matter? If it's on gravel, sir, does that matter?
well,
If
it
it's on
should
a
be, it
gravel
should be on
base?
concrete.
Slab?
Yeah, you don't want a dumpster on kind. But to me, it's just, it's upfront, it is very visible, I think that's one of the comments we also provided,
All right.
but. You know, moving it back into here, you know. And again, adding some paving here, so the truck could get in and,
All right.
you know, move around and do that.
we gotta wait for the architectural so we can make that. That's not a big change. Okay.
Good. Chuck?
I'm good. It just, seems to be a, influx of very, very long structures coming into the board, recently.
Oh,
Uh, We'd like to see some ideas for, breaking up the length, visually, if possible.
okay. Well, that's what we're
Uh,
gonna try to do
looking
with the
for
new
ideas.
architectures.
But you can see, what is it, 60 feet or so?
Yep.
Everything? Yeah, that's substantial. Like in some of the structures, we've had awnings put up, but that doesn't work on these big light windows at the top. Possibly cupolas or two.
Cupola?
I don't know, just some ideas there.
Okay, well, like we said, with the new architecturals, we have to address that anyway.
Yes,
And that was written up by the
I'd say
architectural, yeah.
there are ideas they might have.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. Mary?
I agree with Chuck, and also I think they mentioned, covers over the doorway.
Yep. So these are the entrances here and here. They're gonna have to do some type of coverage with the new architecturals. Yeah, we've added entrances with pavement here and here on our site plan, but the architecturals have to be revised to address that comment.
Yeah, and lights, you have to show where the lights are. And
We have a lighting plan.
Lighting also.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should. We have like, what?
we have a lot of lights.
We have a lot of light. I was so much stop and so much break-in on our road.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why I wanted the windows high,
Mhm.
so that they couldn't crawl in or break in or look in. And I wanted it lit up like Fort Knox. I wanted lots of lights. So we're having LED lights like along the old building, the new building, front and back, everywhere. Just so that maybe it will deter them. Maybe they'll think, oh, we're being viewed, it's bright, we don't want to be around there. Cause it's been really bad where we are.
Well, thank you for bringing this to Cicero, for expanding.
Thank you so
I'm
much. It means
excited
the world.
about it.
We hope to bring a lot of business to Cicero and people and just make it a fun thing to do, because there's not many things to do here that's
Yeah.
fun or family orientated.
Yeah.
So we should bring a lot of business to everything, the food industry, the people, places for people to come and be with their families. That should be really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zach?
I think I'm all set for tonight. I'll wait for the architecturals.
I'm all set as well. And I think you did a really nice job with landscaping and
Thank you.
looking forward to having it
Thanks.
come through.
Appreciate it. It should look
So
beautiful.
next meeting, we'll get this all taken care of.
August 5th, hopefully the approval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Steve.
sorry.
Tim, have you shown a hydrant? There one is, I think we have. I couldn't find.
What was the question?
Hydrant.
Their hydrant?
Oh. I can never find them. So small.
I'll triple check.
Okay, yeah, give me a call.
Yeah,
Question.
I think we showed on the main one was super small. All right, I'll triple check and make sure I show. it.
Thank you.
Neil or Mark, anything additional? All set.
Thank you.
Thank you. so
Thank you.
much.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
And our next item is sketch plan review. This is for a proposed 5,250 square foot building addition at at Mud Mill LLC, the property address 5718 Mud Mill Road. Good evening.
Good evening. My name's Julian Clark. I'm with Plumley Engineering. I'm here with Peter Paragon. He's the owner and applicant of Mud Mill LLC. Back in 2014, we were here and obtained site plan approval for his current laydown yard on Mud Mill Road. And tonight we are seeking
What year was that?
2014, I believe.
14?
He's here tonight seeking approval to put an addition on the west end of the building. 75 by 70 would be the same width, just extending it towards the west 3 bays. We kicked the gravel driveway that's there now to the end of the building. We'd do the same wall packs that are over the bays now. We're gonna use the existing driveway, which we were permitted for. There's no other utility improvements. There's no water or sewer. And we're gonna try to keep the stormwater basin like it is. The building itself would look the same as the current building.
Have you received the architectural requirements, landscaping,
No.
The design standards, I think.
design standards?
Had Joe Linker send you the design standards in the town zoning code?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, I can.
We'll open up the questions, Jim.
So is the space for office or equipment?
No, just for truck bays,
Just for truck
equipment,
bays?
yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
Chuck?
Okay, I would look forward to seeing an elevation. And see how, compares to the existing building.
We can do that. It'll match it. It's just all we're doing. We're gonna take the wall off, put 3 bays on and put the wall back on.
Okay, but I don't know what the first one looks like.
Understood.
I look forward to seeing more. Thank you.
Mary?
No questions at this time.
Zach?
I am all set for tonight as well. Thank you.
Mark, can you pull up the street view, please? So I took a ride by the facility and our standards today have changed, with the design standards and architectural and landscaping. And, the view from the street really isn't, I mean, it's a good time to enhance it because of the fact that you're in front of us again for the addition. And, I think landscaping is going to be important along the street. The entrance needs to be defined, with all that truck traffic, it's kind of, seems like it's grown a little bit. We typically require a pavement apron now. And right now it's stone going to the street.
Okay.
And then the existing building that faces the street, I think just needs to be dressed up a little bit. There's a lot of trucking stuff in the lot and it's not the most appealing thing. That's why I think landscaping is going to be important. Mark, can you go to the driveway, the entrance? We want to kind of eliminate, with the truck traffic pulling in and out, pulling dirt and stone onto the road. So that entrance, I think 40 foot, Mark, is it what we typically require, or 60 foot? Somewhere.
Yeah,
And that'll be on Mark's review, I'm sure, when he gets your review
Yeah.
letter.
Approved at 56 originally.
What's that?
It was approved at 56 in 2014.
56?
Feet
What?
wide.
I'm talking about a pavement apron.
Oh, in. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
It really isn't defined the way it is right now. It's I think some landscaping along the entry, just to get it cleaned up a little bit. Looking nice. And that will be in the architectural review, and you probably should, if that link was sent to you, take a look at it. It tells requirements for landscaping and the building design and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And did you receive the county's letter today?
Yes.
Okay, good.
The only comment was about the driveway, which we had obtained a permit for already.
Steve?
I'm all set for this evening. Thank you.
Yeah, Mark?
yeah, we'll do a review. I'll incorporate the comments you mentioned tonight.
Great. Anything else from you?
I'm good.
We're all set?
We're good.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is also a sketch plan review. This is for a proposed facade wall sign improvement, property 8061 Brewerton Road. It's a
Hello.
Target store. Hi.
Hi, my name is Abril. I'm with Kimley Horn. I'm from Kimley Horn. I'm representing Target as their own representative. We're proposing the facade to be upgraded to match new aesthetics of Targets throughout the country, and the improvements include repainting of the building with the addition of red ephes and the replacement of existing signage and the addition of some signage as well. Very minor improvements.
Jim, questions?
I'm good for right now.
Chuck?
Just basically, looking at it quickly, you're mainly just reversing the colors of the bullseye.
Correct.
Is there a reason for that? I'm just curious.
Just Target standard. They do refreshes every couple of years to,
Okay.
again, match with what's
it-
up to date with Targets
Corporate
around.
thing?
Exactly, corporate thing.
And painting the building.
And painting the building as well, yeah.
There's no structural change. it's just the
No,
color.
no structural, nothing.
Thank you.
All right.
So the entire building will be painted? Or just the area?
Yeah, if you zoom in, it gives a pretty detailed rundown of like the little leaders do say paint and the exact paint colors that will be repainted. So yes, the whole building, all elevations will be repainted.
Okay, thank you.
Zach?
I'm all set for this project tonight. Thank you.
Mark, can you zoom back out? Go to the center right. The wordage. Verbiage.
Down here?
The notes, yeah. Go up a little bit. So right here it talks about pre-finished metals, no paint. What does that mean? Looks like it's all being painted.
Yeah, that's a great question. I believe that just means, yeah, that the existing brick and stone won't be painted, but everything that is noted on the plans will be painted.
It says pre-finished metal areas as
area.
well.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
a question that I had, because it looks like everything's being painted.
Yeah, no, valid question.
And other than that, I didn't have any additional questions at this time. Steve?
No, so the only place that ephes will be used is on where the red is,
Correct.
also to the right of the entry. Is that ephes as well?
That is not ephes, that is red paint. It's mostly the paneling where it's behind that white bullseye.
Yeah.
And I believe also on, what is it, the left facade?
That currently is masonry, right?
Correct. I know I don't know if it's masonry exactly, but it is a light brownish color, or neutral.
Do they ever use any other materials besides ephes to make that effect, Target?
Is your concern with the material?
Yes.
Is that what
The
there's,
design standards, yep,
say it's not allowed?
on the front facade.
What exactly about the design materials raise a concern?
It said it's discouraged to use ephes material.
Ephes? I see. Understood.
It
Would
will-
that be the,
Our architectural engineer will review, and that'll probably be in his comment, so it's a good point that you're bringing up now.
if the material itself is it not allowed in town of Cicero or just looked down upon?
No, I think I sent you the design standards too a while back. I don't know if you had a chance to look at them, but It's
I think it says not allowed.
on the front of the building. It could be used on other sides, but not the front. And on
I
other
see.
sides, it'd be less, it had to be more than 4 feet from grade.
I see.
Percentage, yep.
Okay,
It also says a crown is required, right?
Talks about a base of midsection and a crown, for, yeah, the building massing. Yep.
we do have an alternative. If the ephes won't work out, we can do a brown longboard, which would be like a simulated wood. I have a sketch of that. If
You've come prepared.
Yeah, why don't you? Oh, you got more? Oh.
yes, I have more. Also reduce the standout effect of the red.
What do you think? To be honest, I didn't mind the red. It's the material.
I understand, well, but that is a different material. It's a longboard.
Usually we like to see samples of the material.
Got it.
Yeah, that would just be like a simulated wood. I know I don't have it physically with me, but that's the best I can do.
Yeah, that would work as opposed to the ethos.
Yeah.
Neil, anything? Mark?
No, there's no site or engineering issue, but purely architectural. Really.
Yeah. So I'll chat with our architectural engineer and have him get those comments to you as quickly as possible, and then we'll take it from there.
Great. I was just curious, as for moving forward, since, I'm not local, traveled far for this. Would I have to come back in person for another meeting to maintain approval, or if there's comments, how would the next part of the process look like?
So I'll defer to Neil, but I think that these are fairly simple modifications. You're gonna get drawings to us.
Mhm.
We'll review them. If there's a question, I can reach out to you.
Okay, great,
I'm comfortable with that. If everybody else is,
perfect, great. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Come back.
Safe travels back.
Thank you. Would you like my phone?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is a proposed gasoline station, property address 6397 East Taft Road. This is a proposed burn dairy. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Christopher Brown, with Burn Dairy. I've been in front of you guys before, but January 2024.
For this site, right?
For this site, that's correct.
I was gonna say a while ago.
Yeah, it was, January 2024. I've built a lot of stores since then. Apologize that I have to come back, but now I'm back. But yeah, in January 2024 with this site, there was a zone change, with 10 parcels at the time. Several neighbors got involved with us and they asked me to do it, so we did it, and it was approved by the town board after this board recommended approval. That was 10 parcels. In front of you tonight, everyone knows where the site is, I'm sure, on the corner of Northern Boulevard and East Taft Road. There is also a road right here, Wheatley Road. Okay, we'll get into details about that in a little bit here. But currently we own 9 parcels. Okay, so we bought everything on Wheatley Road. Okay, we own those. Out of those 9 parcels in this development here tonight, we are gonna utilize 7 of those parcels. Okay, they all received the zone change to a GC plus, which this is a permitted use site plan review. The 2 parcels we're gonna leave as residential use. They are over here on Wheatley, right here. Okay, we currently lease those out to an individual for a residence. It's a beautiful home. We purchased that, because You know, we didn't want the neighbors showing up here, to be perfectly honest with you, and having an issue. They're very well of the plan. They've been informed of it. We have a long-term lease with them. They see no problems with this. But we do control all the parcels. These are 7 parcels. You can see over here, it's 35 acres. I know you're gonna say 35 acres. However, as we know there from the water main break, that's where the water main break was behind this. The main water main, that is wetlands back there. There's about 8 buildable acres out of that 35. Okay, with this plan right here, we are proposing to build a burned area, as you know here, and we're also have an out parcel here, future out parcel of 1.4 acres. Okay, we shifted everything as far to the east as possible to get that parcel here. We are also proposing, and I have met with the town supervisor, the town engineer, in regards to abandoning Wheatley Road. Okay? The town engineer has no problems with it. The highway superintendent has agreed to it as well. He thinks it's a great idea. I've also given this back in March to Onondaga County DOT. They have looked at it. They think it's a great idea to abandon Wheatley Road as well. Okay, that goes through a process of a permissive referendum. The town has to go through, the town board has to go through a whole process. I've done it a few times in a few other municipalities. But again, everyone is on board with that. Superintendent, the town engineer, supervisor, and again, the DOT thought it was great. As everyone knows, this road right here where it comes out is pretty, it would never be allowed today. We'll leave it at that. Okay, it's very dangerous. No one comes out there. So what we're proposing to do is using Whitley, we're gonna abandon the whole road. However, we're gonna keep this over here, the north entrance, as our entrance. Okay, this plan right here has already been reviewed by the Onondaga County DOT. I do have a letter I will hand to you, Mr. Chairman, from the Onondaga County DOT. They made us do a traffic study, of course. That traffic study has been approved and accepted. And the driveways have been conceptually approved. Okay, so, that's all in this letter, dated, May 22nd. It states right in there, traffic study was completed. They reviewed it. They agree with our traffic study. They're fine with it. In order to get these 2 driveways on East Taft Road, one has to be a right-in, right-out, which you'll see right here is a right-in, right-out. That was one of their comments. This is a full access driveway. In order to do that, they had asked, they had to do some restriping here. Okay, this is, you can see the bright yellow right here. This is some striping modifications. Again, it's already approved. DOT is all on board. In the letter, it says that for them is approval, of course, by this board, but to start the permit process with them to issue highway permits.
Can you do me a favor and give this to Steve so we
Yes.
can get it in the
I
file?
will
and-
email it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Either way. I just want to get it in our files and get it distributed.
I think I emailed it before, but. Okay, so the curb cuts, the abandonment of the road, after this, Steve's gonna help me with the town board. There really is no formal application to abandon a road. But I've done this before. Again, I've already put in a letter of intent into it to start that process. My plan is to simultaneously work with this board during the site plan review process, and at the same time, work with the town board about the abandonment. That's gonna take a little bit of time, you know, the public hearing has to be scheduled and whatnot. But I know that process. I'm gonna start that process, but I wanted to make sure this board understands, I have to do that. So this will disappear right here. Reason this is an unbuildable lot anyways, it is a separate tax parcel. However, we do plan on using it as a stormwater, right? I mean, right now it is low anyways. So that would be our intentions to use this. There is a pipe currently going underneath here, but we would like to, Plumley's here, Julian does all my design, so we're thinking this would be a good stormwater area if possible. Okay, it's kind of wasted land, but again, abandoning this makes sense. Everyone's happy with that. We are proposing a 5,152 square foot store. Okay, it's the same store. It's on Morgan Road. South Bay respective is a 4132, very similar in look. But this store is about 8 feet longer. This store would also have a rear entrance to get back here to, just like Morgan Road, back to this fueling facility. Porch would be facing northern over here, and the front porch would be facing East Taft Road. Okay, so 2 porches on it. 8 fuel pumps out front, 16 fueling positions. Currently, South Bay has 10 pumps, 20 fueling positions. Okay, they're stacked. These are dive-ins, much easier to get in and out of with dive-ins, singular pumps. So we're proposing again, 8 and 16 here. In the back, there will be 5 high flows, diesel back there, 4 fueling positions, okay? For larger trucks, again, it's very similar to the layout we have in Morgan. We have about 2 or 3 of these now throughout. So that's a fueling right here. Underground storage tanks are right here. Proposing 20,000 gallon underground, 10,000 underground, and back here there'll be 2 more tanks, a 15,000 diesel and a 3,000 DEF. We put our DEF on the pumps, rather than you have to buy those little jugs and throw them all over the place. Parking, 39 parking spaces. Parking summary is down here, but right now there's 39 automobile parking spaces. Again, that's typical burned areas. We like to keep that number between 30 and 40. That's 39. We do propose back here, I believe there's 9 right there, for an Amazon truck or whatnot to back in there, 50-foot parking spaces here. Okay, this driveway works perfect with flow for this. Okay, back here, using a straight shot into here with these 2 here. Currently on the site, there are 4 houses. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a landscape shop right here. We did buy that landscape shop. That gives us approximately 484 foot of frontage. Okay, we want to get that so I could get this extra driveway. That's why we did that. But all those houses will be removed. The ones that are sitting right here, okay, in that future parcel, they will not be left up. They will be raised and removed from the beginning of the project.
Did you
Okay,
say 2 would remain?
no, 0,
0.
all gone. Oh,
Oh,
okay. 2 across the street will remain.
Okay.
Here, there's currently 5 houses on all of our 9 parcels. Okay, there is 1 house here that's going to remain with a vacant lot behind it that's attached to that. These 4 houses here will be removed. Okay, we do never plan on removing this one. Okay, it's going to maintain residence unless somebody came through and wanted to do something zoning wise. But all these houses right here is shown. There's nothing being built there. We're going to take those. Okay, they're vacant now. We've left them vacant. We'll be tearing them down hopefully very soon. Okay. We do propose an ATM kiosk. We do that about 30 or 40 burned areas right here. That's a proposed ATM kiosk here. Do we have somebody to go there? Not yet. I usually approach local credit unions or banks. I'm doing one in Fulton right now. Fulton Savings Bank, I think, has like 10 of them with us now. Pathfinder does. AmeriQ, I have them all over. I do not have somebody for that. I like to get an approval from the municipality. And then I tell them I haven't approved you. Central Square, the one I built up in Central Square here, I put one in there as well. But again, that is shown in the site plan right here. Okay, I like to do it now so then they don't have to come back. Again, after I go through this process, I'll reach out to some, but I'm sure this site will be, there'll be a bunch of people that want to go there on this site as well. Again, traffic study was done with this, all done. Traffic study did incorporate a 3,600 square foot building here. We looked at the future and traffic for that as well. Again, that's all signed off by the Onondaga County DOT. Dumpster enclosure, I handed out my little info pack, and you've seen them before from us. Dumpster enclosure is right back here. Okay, buried back here. That is enclosed, aged ivory to match our color of our store. Back there. Signage, right here, freestanding sign over here. We thought it'd be best over here away from this parcel. Freestanding sign here, 20 feet high. There's pictures of it again in the pamphlet that was handed out. And you guys have seen our signs before. Got the architectural roof on it. Okay. As such, we're proposing 2 building signs on the front porch and the side porch facing both roads. Fuel canopy, this store over here has burned area on all 4 sides. This one, we did not do that. There's no reason to put them. We have a burned area logo, which is non-illuminated. Okay, it's a wrap to match the store, green. There is a picture of it in the handout. Proposed fuel canopy, you will see here as well. Okay, that'll be on the front side and the side facing northern. There'll be also 1 burned area logo on this side of the diesel back there. Okay, but that is in your info package, the whole signage package. Landscaping, I kind of left blank intentionally. I didn't know some boards have their, what they like for trees. I did get the design, I've heard you guys mention several times, their design landscape. I did look at those. It says one tree every 40 feet with a bush. Again, I'm asking you guys, I mean, what type of, trees do you like there, spruce trees, maple trees, whatever it's at. I don't care what I put there. I typically go with a Norway spruce and a white pine, stagger them. I can do that along the side here, along the parking areas. I believe your requirements say anything with 20 or more in one area has to islands. So I don't think I have to get islands on this. I'm not opposed to putting some landscaping at the end though, as well. But this is a unique area. As you guys know, it's a very, very busy intersection. I really don't know what any sort of plantings along here would be like. Okay, I would think we should put some street trees along, right, East Taft and along this area specifically. But again, I would ask the board for any suggestions in the landscape, types or where on the plan, and I'll be more than happy to do that as well.
I don't know if anybody, we typically don't give those recommendations. We're not, design engineers, architect, landscape engineers. So I would have a landscape engineer come up with something.
Yeah,
they're
I can come
thinking.
up with something, but
Yeah.
again, it's conceptual, so
Yeah, you're pretty good at this.
yeah, I've done one. Usually I can give something and somebody's like, no, I don't like those trees. I'm like, well, pick them then,
Mhm.
right? Why, I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel. But yeah, I have design standards. I can come up with something that we've used before. Not a problem.
Perfect. All set?
I'm all set.
We'll open up to questions. Jim?
So it's gonna be similar to the one at South Bay and East Circle, only bigger.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
The Morgan Road, the newer one I built over by the Amazon warehouse, identical footprint.
Okay.
I also have one just like this in Whitney Point, New York.
All right. You answered my question, what happens to Wheatley Road? Drainage you touched on,
SWIP, that's good. Plumbing will take care of that.
swale.
I don't know what we haven't done that yet, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll have a full SWIP done, stormwater prevention, everything will be done. Again, we have a lot of excess land to make that happen, so I'm not really worried about it. Usually I have about 1.2 acres to work with, sometimes this big, but we'll make it. After we get past here tonight and the design and everything's set, we'll start on that immediately.
Okay. I'm good for now.
Chuck?
Okay, I got a bunch of questions.
Mhm.
First of all, the house on Wheatley there, the drive is going to go directly into Northern Boulevard.
No, it is not.
No?
It goes on to Wheatley. It'll be a private road now.
What?
This over here, there's land left over here, believe it or not. There's a really weird situation with that individual over there now that his driveway is in the county right away.
Because on Northern Boulevard, there's a,
He-
a side turnaround.
Yes, that he does not. So to help the board out here. See that? This is not our parcel. This is the individual that used to have a lot of equipment there. His access is all in the right of way. Again, that's not, this is the two houses here that we own. You'll see that goes on to those two right there.
The one that's staying is,
Yeah, these two are staying. See, they go right on the Wheatley there. They do not go on the northern,
so how do they get to
right here.
Northern?
They're gonna come out and this again, this now right here is gonna be a private driveway.
Okay, then how do they get to either
Right.
Taft or
They
Northern
go right
Boulevard?
here and they go out here.
So you're not gonna totally eliminate or take the road away, you're just changing the
Changing it, will
The
not.
classification.
The driveway.
way.
But yeah,
Alright.
their driveway is right here, this house, see it come right here? They're still gonna come out right here and be able to turn here. Okay, but we have control over it, so they're coming out into our road.
So you're gonna plow it.
Yes, oh yeah, we
Okay.
have. to. When they
You'll
abandon
maintain.
this. Thank you. But, right from this road, this is gonna be abandoned from here to here.
Right.
All private. Maintenance is mine, so their driveway, it's gonna be an extended driveway, essentially, right? You're gonna come in here, this is all an extended driveway, that's all it is. So we have thought about that. And again, I've been talking to DOT and they're fine with that as well.
Okay. Those two lots in the center area. Are you gonna develop them at some point? or
No, I'm sorry?
Are you gonna develop them at some point?
What the,
Those two lots in the middle?
oh, these ones right here?
Yes,
Yeah, that says future pad site right on it. I
okay.
can't read that, but it does say 1.4 acre future pad site. And that's why I hugged everything, to the east. But yes,
Right.
we would like to develop that someday. Will it be developed? I have a lot of sites I've done that we have future pad sites that we haven't developed. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but if not, it stays green space. But if somebody came along to us, the right user, of course, they'd have to come through this whole process again on their own. I'm not gonna do it for them. I got enough meetings to go to. They can come back here at that point and, throw the proposed use at you guys. But the site was very, again, 8 buildable acres in that corner. To put all this there just didn't make any sense.
Okay, I had questions about East Taft Road. One entrance is right in, right out.
Correct, right there.
So the people that are leaving to go east is fine, but if they want to go west, they can't go out that one.
Opposite. People going out west this way can go out, right
Right.
in.
Okay.
These way, either or, full access. Somebody coming out of here that wants to jump, if they come in here and they want to go out northern, they can go right at the back here.
Now, so if they come in on the right-hand drive there,
Yep, easterly.
they have to squeeze around those pumps to get to the store.
Yeah, I got 30 feet drive lane right there. That is 30 feet.
Okay, well, it looks smaller.
Yeah, it does, but it's 30 feet, I promise you.
Okay.
Yep.
But beyond that, they might have to go past that ATM eventually.
Eventually, yes.
Okay, that's all I have for now. Thank you.
Mary?
Is there gonna be a sign on Northern Boulevard for your private drive? I assume the trucks wanting to get to the diesel pump will come that way?
This you only can get, this is one way here. You only can take a right-hand turn into here.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so you'd have to come here.
But will there be a sign there?
I don't have a sign.
Okay.
I could put a little tiny sign and put, trucks this way with an arrow if I had to.
Okay.
I did do that in Morgan Road to direct them, but I think it's gonna be very open and very visible here. I think they're gonna understand the visibility on Northern Road here, but yes, anyone here to get into there would have to come down or turn here and get into there. Okay.
Yeah, because it would be hard for trucks to come the other way, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so I
And
think
again, this is a full access, 30 foot. So you can pull right in there.
think you need something. Is it if they're coming from Northern Boulevard, then that's a left turn. And I don't know. I think it'd be easier coming the other way. And also, are you set on this? Because I know, like I did a little lookup. You have other stores that you have built with more architectural character.
Most of them, that is the base. That's why people recognize it, the green roof, the farm market type thing. Out of 84, we have 84, soon to be 85 in about a week. All those, I'd say almost all of those are very, very similar to that in nature.
There's one that I saw in Seneca Falls that's new, that has a little more character. It has like a skirt of stonework and.
Actually, there are a few that have stone. They're the same building, but they have dressed up on the front of it. They have stone underneath the window.
Yes, and
Yes.
maybe some wood detail around the entrance.
Where's Clay look like?
Clay has stone on the bottom.
Okay.
In-
Columns
Some of the columns do have stone or.
or AZAC
Yes.
or something, right?
Yes.
Our design standards now require a base of a different material and color than the siding and a crown. And you'll see that.
I
when-
got that. I was looking at your
Yeah.
design standards. I see it was
So
newly
that's gonna
adopted.
be required.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to see that.
You'd like to see some different on the facade? Okay.
A defined base and a crown.
Okay.
It also talks about more window. I don't know how you're gonna do it with what's inside there, but
We have a lot of window right now in front of the store. There's a building elevation. You want to pull it to the building elevation, you can see.
not on the
Oh.
right, not on the right side of it.
Ooh, this side right here.
The right side of the front.
This is the side facing, this will be the side facing northern right here.
Here.
Bottom one.
Oh, over here?
Yeah, that's the front elevation, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 29
Oh, I don't know how you're gonna
cooler and freezer
address it.
doors. I mean, that's our business. I mean, that's what we have. That's pointless. It's dairy cases. You guys have been in my stores.
A lot of times.
Lots of times. There's 29
Nice
cooler,
store.
it's all freezers and coolers.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not sure how you're gonna address it based on what's on inside, but it'll be on the architectural review.
Okay. We can
I don't know if you can call it something artificial. I don't know.
Okay,
I'll leave that to you and
okay. I'll figure it out. We can do some fake windows.
maybe a nice picture of the planning board chairman.
And we'll put you on the inside. We don't want to scare people away.
That's all I have.
You're good. Zach?
I had a stone-based comment that you already touched on, so almost on.
You said stone?
Yeah, like a stone.
The stone base, he was gonna ask.
Yeah, it was already.
That's what you guys would prefer, stone? Again, I
We like
asked
that.
preference. You like that? Okay.
Stone brick.
Yeah, okay.
I have a couple questions on the short environmental assessment form. 5B, it says, is the proposed action consistent with the adopted comprehensive plan? And the answer is NA,
It should have been yes,
should be yes.
yes.
You'll fix that. I didn't like NA. And then, 12B, it talks about being adjacent to a sensitive for architectural site. I'm just curious what that is.
Julian, is there one there? Can't remember that one. I can't, we've done,
Well, you can get that to us.
it's done on the DEC web mapper, so there must be. We'll check into it though.
And then, most of my other stuff is covered. The lot all the way to the west. That one doesn't say proposed. It says wetland or something.
Where's that, help me out here. This one, the future, or this?
This one.
This
Yeah.
triangle?
That doesn't say future pad site.
This one does right here.
Yeah. What about the one to the west?
Again,
Nothing.
that's not gonna be a pad site.
Okay,
That, again, I'm
that's
using
wetlands.
that as, yeah, it's wet right now. I mean, so we're gonna hopefully use that as stormwater basin and whatnot there. Currently, right now, it's all brush. We cleared it a little bit, but that's a lower part. So that's not gonna be part of this site or this pad site. It'll be drainage.
And then I just have the architectural notes that we've already discussed, so I don't have anything further.
You have an architectural that will give us
Yes.
comments.
Yeah, it'd probably be helpful to you to look at the standards over.
Yeah, and I have them right. Went through them all.
Yeah.
But I'll take the comments then and we'll.
Good. Steve?
Yeah, I mentioned, excuse me, I mentioned this to Christian already. I believe the only fire hydrant in the vicinity is on the north end of Wheatley, up there in the 90
Yeah,
degree
here.
bend. We just needed to check, I don't believe that's
We will check the frontage here.
proximity to see if you need additional.
Duly noted. We already checked. We already put it down as a note. We'll check along this 400 and some feet and see if there's a fire hydrant on this side. If not, we will put one on. That'll be noted on the next site plan that you see.
Thank you.
Thanks, I forgot that one. Neil? Mark?
I understand you need to do public sewer cross.
Yes, we did talk to the town engineer.
Yeah.
We have, she sent us all the existing sewer information across the street. We have all the survey work, CNY's already done that. The elevations, we're,
So you'll coordinate that process with her.
yes, we have emails. She's already sent me all the construction documents, plans, as built. Julian has them all right. When I met with her about the abandonment in Wheatley, she brought that up to me. I said, let's get ahead of this. So she's been wonderful.
These two, so this house.
Yeah.
Is this house staying also?
No, gone.
That one's gone.
Yep.
Okay. And what are you doing relative to subdivision?
You tell me. We'll do a lot consolidation.
I mean, you definitely are looking to consolidate.
Yeah,
lots.
we'll do a lot consolidation.
Are you going to leave the residents?
Out, they'll be separate. Again, this project is only 7 of the 9. That's right here. All the tax map numbers are listed. There's 7 out of the 9. So the way I'm looking at this, the lot consolidation will be for 7 parcels. And those 2 parcels right there will remain separate.
So those 7 will become 1.
Correct. Yep. The 35 acres will be, the ones listed up here, which is 35 acres, will become 1 lot. That is correct.
Okay, all right, we'll reflect that on your next set of plans. I think at this point, this is conceptual enough where I don't think I'm gonna do any sort of detailed review or get you comments on this at this point. Unless I see something that needs to be considered as you go forward with detailed plan. So I'm probably gonna wait until those come in.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Chris, I had one more question.
Yeah.
On the south end of the Wheatley Road, what's gonna happen at the end of that?
This
Yeah,
be closed off.
it'll be closed off.
It'll all be removed.
Will the pavement gonna
Yes.
remain?
No, it's gonna be removed.
Oh, all right,
The DOT made it very clear.
all right. Well, that's why I asked.
yeah.
'Cause, all right.
They're very excited that this is going away, which I think.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. So no, that will be part of the demolition plan from Plumbing Engineering. Again, for stormwater, for grading wise. So again,
I didn't know if you were saving it for the bad side.
I think it's labeled. I can't see with my eyes right now. I think it's labeled right here. This is gonna disappear from here to here. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can think.
Okay.
Also, unless you got anything additional?
No, I'm good.
Great. Good seeing you again. We'll see you
Yes.
soon.
See you soon.
And that brings us to our last agenda item. This is a subdivision. We're scheduling a public hearing for a subdivision. This is for TR owner. It's actually the apartment complex up in the Cicero Commons on Brewerton Road. It's 2 lots and applicant's not here. So Neil, we just need to have a
Yeah.
proposed motion.
And move the adoption of resolution calling for a public hearing on the matter known as TR Owner LLC, Virgin Road, tax map number 92-01-3.52 lots. The public hearing shall commence at 6:30 PM or soon thereafter, as the matter may be heard at the regularly scheduled meeting. Planning board on Wednesday, August 5th, 2026.
Thank you. And would somebody like to make that a motion?
Make that a motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Jim,
Yes.
Chuck,
Yes.
Mary,
Yes.
Zach,
Yes.
and I vote yes. Public hearing is scheduled. That concludes our agenda items. Is there any discussion from the team? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
And do we have a second? Second. Meeting is adjourned. Good night, everybody.